The president is a fatherly figure to me. Our relationship spanned over 30 years. And I came here today to give words of encouragement to the president for the actions and policies so far made in these less than 3 weeks of governing a very difficult country like Nigeria. We discussed on a wide range of issues, especially on security and oil theft in the Niger Delta. Myself and my brothers, I assured the president that there will be zero oil theft and vandalization in the Niger Delta. We're going to work with NNPC, PCL, and the IOCs to make sure that oil theft is brought to zero. I also want to say that oil theft is encouraged by the military. The military is at the center of oil theft. And we have to make this very, very clear to the Nigerian public. 99% of oil theft can be traced to the Nigerian military, the Army and the Navy especially. The Army and the Navy intimidate the civil defense, who are by status the people who are supposed to guard these pipelines. They receive a lot of money from NNPC, PCL, and the IOCs, and just across the corner, you will see a houseboat. A few meters from the houseboat, you will see an oil bunkering refinery or tapping directly from oil well heads. It is very pathetic now. What is happening in the Niger Delta in the past 8 years was unprecedented in the history of oil production anywhere in the world. The vandals do not only attack the pipelines, they have migrated from the pipeline and have gone directly to the oil well heads, and they take directly from the oil well heads. They set up haphazard facilities they call local refinery, artisan refinery. This is crime against humanity, because the livelihood of the people is being totally destroyed. The livelihood of the people is totally destroyed. And every meter you see a naval houseboat or an army houseboat stationed. So the main culprits are the Army and the Navy. And there are notorious naval commanders who are known to be kingpins of these bunkering activities. Even if they give 1 billion contracts to everybody in the Niger Delta, because these military men are armed from the Army and the Navy, nothing will happen. The president has promised to take decisive action to make sure that these does not continue. It is brought to an end. It is very shameful. So I had volunteered to help, to assist, and to do the things that are necessary to put a stop to this evil that is being perpetuated against the people of the Niger Delta, the oil-bearing community, and the whole of Nigerians. On security, I want to clearly say that there are full-scale wars going on in different parts of this country. In the southeast, the IPOB ESN is waging a full-scale war against the government of this country. And many local governments, many communities are deserted, schools are closed, hospitals are closed. In the same vein, in Niger, in Zamfara, in Plateau, in Kaduna, in Yobe, in Borno, we're only talking about Boko Haram. Boko Haram is just a tip of the iceberg. There's a full-scale war going on. And the blackmail of the Nigerian state by the Nigerian military is shameful. They said they do not have enough armament, and people listen to these false narratives. They are lying. They are liars. I repeat, they are liars, because I am a participant. I am a participant in this war. I fight on the side of the government of the Nigerian state, in Plateau, in Niger, in Anambra, in Imo, in Abia, and in Rivers State, and in Abuja. Today you are traveling to Kaduna on this road. It's not the army that made it possible to travel for you to travel to Abuja or travel to Kaduna, vice versa. It is my men, employed by the government of the Nigerian state, stationed in Niger. Today you go to Baga, you go to Chiroro, you go to Wase. We have lost so many men, and we do not use, in all this engagement, we don't even have 1% of the armament deployed by the Nigerian military. 1%. And we have had resounding success. So this blackmail must end. They have enough resources to fight. Instead of fighting, they are busy stealing. They are busy making the government to spend unnecessarily. Where is Dogo today? Who was terrorizing Niger, Kaduna? Where is Dogo today? It's nowhere, because he had been served his dish that he was serving other people. So, well, let us be able to support the government and don't listen to these false narratives. Because somebody must tell the truth. Hey, we don't have arms. An average person is carrying 2 magazines of AK-47 bullets. The Nigerian army is carrying inside their truck 20, 30 cans. 2 magazines of AK-47 is 25 rounds of ammunition. 700 or 750 make up a can. They call it sanding. And they have 20, 25, 30 in their distance. They will leave on slight attack. They will abandon these weapons for the bandits, the insurgents, to take them, to capture them. So in actual fact, the insurgents are harvesting from the Nigerian military and police to further their insurgency. And most of these people, are they actually insurgents? They are mere criminals. They are mere criminals. You go to some camps, you find 200 vehicles stolen from people. Who are the owners of these vehicles? They cut these vehicles into parts, they sell them. You go to some places, you find that human beings' parts are being brought out, they are put in coolers and sold. Woman organ trafficking, etc., which the governor of Anambra State, Soludo, has also attested to it in one of his interviews. So what I'm trying to say is this. I, as a person who is in the know, I have given, even before the president came, I knew that we had never had any person like him aspiring for this position. I'm not flattering him now. I said it before the primaries. I said it during the course of the election. I said it after the election. So all the forces of evil and darkness came together to fight to make sure that Ahmed Bola Tinubu did not become president of Nigeria. Because they are benefiting from the institution failure that is going on. Why is NDDC is not working? Because there are people from here who go and collect all the money from NDDC. All the money. The NDDC MD and the board members only want to survive. Let me just take my bread and water. Let them not sack me. So they take all this thing. At the amnesty program, it's the same thing. They just go collect everything. And it is the people that are sitting there that suffers. How can somebody say 500 billion a month? You are using it to lift people out of poverty. Do you know how many industries that will set up? Do you know how many agricultural settlements that will set up? Where did the money go to? How can somebody say we use $10 billion, almost 8 trillion, to service the gluttonous appetite of a few people like us at the expense of the masses? And then NLC and TOG will come and say they should give them palliative. What is the proportion? What is the percentage of members of NLC and TOG, vice versa the total population of Nigeria? Why will we operate an apartheid system of rewarding a few people at the expense of the generality of the people? Why would they have palliative cushioning? The woman in Lotugbene, the woman at Kola who is switching, or the woman somewhere at Agayi who is swimming, does she have that same palliative? Have we not been having this palliative? Did you not have PTF? Did you not have this road maintenance, what do they call it? FEMA? They are all conduit pipes. They achieved nothing. They are conduit pipes. The president should not listen to such advice. Channel the money to fix our education. Channel the money to fix our health, fix our road, fix our agriculture. Don't tell me that they are going to give loan. Agricultural loan is being given by the central bank. How many people access it? A few people. They access billions. Do they pay back? Aviation loan is there. Somebody is giving 10 million US dollars, 20 million US dollars, 100 million US dollars as loan to cushion the effect of who? How many Nigerians travel by air? Why will we carry the gluttonous appetite of Nigerian, of a few Nigerians who are not even up to 1%, and put it on the generality of the people. The president is a firm person. I know him. Everywhere I went to campaign, I always say, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible. Because I had known him, I can stand in the gap and say, this is Ahmed Bola Tinubu. I can take bullet for him.